What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Aslan Crypto here with Counter Trend Capital, bringing you the latest Bitcoin update. So Bitcoin has just been on an absolute moon mission, and this weekend it's had a nice retracement down. So a lot of people are starting to get scared and bearish on Twitter. So let's see what we can look at on the charts and try to predict the next moves and look at all the possibilities and probabilities here, okay? So first of all, if you aren't following our Twitter, make sure you do. It's Counter Trend Cap on Twitter, and we posted a bullish order flow chart that I'm going to show you here in a second. But you know, the videos on YouTube are more time consuming to make, so just a quick little Twitter post is always easier for us. Also hop in the Discord and you'll catch the long trades with us. But if you look at this on order flow, the main thing that I was looking for is we have this wick low right here, and this is a strong low, and I'm going to mark this with a line right here. So this is our invalidation line. Ideally, we don't really want to break this line to remain bullish. It's also a micro wave 4 low on the sequence to the upside, right? So you don't want to break micro wave 4 lows. So now ideally what we're putting in is another wave 4 low to continue this wave 3 to the upside, right? So what you can see here is at this same point of the wick low, we have our CVD at this 60 million level right there, and this whole downward move is actually being completely absorbed. See how we have this hidden divergence? So this means that spot is getting filled as we're coming down. So as long as we don't break this wick low, if we do break this wick low, it would invalidate the divergence, right? So what we took on our copy trader is we actually took a long in these lower levels with a stop loss down here, and we are targeting around 80K region for minimum move up, right? So this CVD was really nice, and it's playing out so far. We have a beautiful up thrust. Now let's look at the actual charts. So right here, if you fib it coming down like this, I'll show you the trend line so you can see where I fibbed it. So I fibbed it from the top to this bottom to this move right there. And let me remove this for now. We can see we kind of overshot the 618 here, right? It was a little bit, it wasn't fully truncated, but it kind of overshot. And I've seen where these just do a swing failure of the low, and the 618 still remains valid. Now from this move, from that wick I mentioned on XOs to the top, we also hit the 618 golden pocket, which is a very common retracement reversal zone, right? Also, see this wick right here, all this liquidity, it got swing failured right there and moved up. So these are all nice signs that, hey, we took liquidity coming down. I think we had over $1 billion in liquidations from this downward move. We took liquidity coming down. We filled all our big spot buys, and now we're ready to send it higher, right? So that's kind of the thesis that I have. There is one more shorter term bearish scenario that we might see this week, and that would be that we have a WXY coming down, and we finished the first W so far like this, and we're building an X wave. We're going to have a Y leg down, and so that would mean that within that we have this as an A, B, C flat like that, and so we would fib from here to here to here, and it would give us these main targets, right? So I like this 1.23 because it swing failures this A target, and basically would be a clean little liquidity grab, go down one more time, and you would expect a move down like this to the Y. And if that is the case, then I would use the W pivot, right? And then pivot with the C and wherever the X finishes. So it could be here, could be lower, could be 1.618. And then we would use these targets down below to add to our long with our stop loss at that low to keep the CVD divergence alive, right? So that's kind of how I'm looking at it if we do potentially come down one more time. And that's why I also had this harmonic pulled up. This is a shark, and shark is usually 886 or 1.27. Excuse me, 1.13 or 886. So, you know, that takes us to here or right here, matching this 1.618. So that's a really interesting area of confluence. So if we do get up to this 1.618, don't celebrate until we really break this high. And my other harmonic buddies were showing me this ABCD pattern, this larger one that activates around 76K. And then we also have a large ABCD harmonic, also confluence around 78K. So 78K might be another spot for a potential drop. And that is also in confluence with the 1.618 of this micro wave 3, right? So if you fib from here like this, it gives us a wave 3 target of 77.8 or 77.9, which is in confluence with all those harmonics. So if we do get up there now, expect a retracement down, but I don't think it should break whatever low ends up holding in this sequence. So let me illustrate that a little bit better. So let's say we break up from now and get to 78, and this low is our low, we don't go down. This low should hold, so we'll come down, hold that low, and then go up again. So I think that's why this long was important to catch, and we did catch it. And we want to ideally hold this to over 80,000, potentially 85,000 for a wave 3 completion, right? So that would be a wave 3 of 5 being completed, and this would be the wave 5 to complete that. I know it's a little bit complicated, but in reality we should just hold our longs from here, keep our invalidation down here until we break this high. Then our next invalidation point will be wherever this low is. Okay, that's pretty much it on Bitcoin. Ethereum is similar. So Ethereum's invalidation is this wick right here. It's the same kind of concept as Bitcoin. It's the wave 4 low. On this entire move up, we held the VAH, value area high, and we actually wicked off of it perfectly. So this structure to me also looks complete to where we can just simply break this high. We're going to get some more hype of the Ethereum ETF, but if this pivot is confirmed and we do break that high, I again think that we should break Ethereum's all-time high price without breaking that pivot, because we're still building the wave 3 and we shouldn't break that quite yet. So potentially hold this long for all-time highs because it's a bigger swing play. That's what I'm thinking here. With that, I want to conclude this video. It was a lot more talking than most of my videos, and I hope you guys were able to follow along with the Elliott wave concepts. But we're really going to see how this develops. Also with CME opening soon, it's going to be really interesting because CME will open around this area right here, and we may have a gap that will become filled. So just look at that on the chart. Now CME, I believe, did hit a potential stopping point already. Yeah, so pretty much this 1.23 nicely. So CME chart could just continue up, which would lead to further confluence for Bitcoin going up, right? So I really have been noticing on the weekends lately, it's been a lot of manipulation, trying to get people liquidated, and then filling absorption orders for the week to come, right? So just keep trying the long. If we go down, I think, if we come down here to these lower 786 areas, continue looking to long, have conviction, find some altcoins. And then another thing I want to mention, guys, is you don't need to have the tightest stops in the world. I was trying to snipe, a good position with a tight stop here, but I would advise against that. Just keep your stop at the clear invalidation zones like this wick down here, and then look for the higher number to TP. Because as we go up, we shouldn't break these other lows. They're all going to be established wave 4 lows until our bigger wave 3 is complete. So simply find some altcoins that you like, enter, have a wider stop loss, and wait for the big targets to be hit, because there's a lot of wicks and they really want to get you out of your longs before sending it higher. Now, one last important thing I want to mention is we switched to a different exchange. It's called Bitunex, and it's a really good platform, I think based out of Dubai. So they are doing a large deposit bonus right now, up to 20%. If you deposit $1,000, you'll get $200 back to trade with, which is the best I've ever seen. If you want to join them for that, you can click the link below. And we are keeping the copy trader on BingX for now, but once Bitunex sets up their copy trader on the platform in about 2 months, we will be switching our copy trader onto their platform. So I would recommend making an account now while they have the deposit bonus going on. Take advantage of that, and then you're ready once we switch the copy trader, and you can continue trading futures with them. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I look forward to the week to come.